Hello, what is up, everybody? I hope you're all still nice and cozy as we're almost ready for the next match. We just got the information in that the last player has joined the lobby and the match is about to start soon. We're going to be looking at What the Frick and Half a Gambit. These are very interesting names.
No, for sure. And I can't really speak for What the Frick. It is definitely just a random pickup name that you see at tournaments. But I can tell you a little bit about Half a Gambit. It does include two of the members of the former Grisco Gambit. That's why it's called Half a Gambit. But and they were a Division 3 team, pretty solidly mid-level. Kind of reaching +3 level. So I do think they are definitely going to be a pretty formidable team. Now, because I know you were looking at the GG teams, what do you know about What the Frick?
Aside from the fact that they have a very interesting name, we did see that they had some very strong players in their team. We looked them up for a little bit, and we saw some strong frontline players. So we're gonna see how aggressive they are against What the Frick. Both of these teams seem very scary and very strong, and I'm curious to see how they hold up against each other. It's quite of a mix, I must say.
No, for sure. Yeah, What the Frick
What
does have two very notable players, very recognizable, Hunty and Yaru. Two very strong European players, especially Yaru is known for his very strong frontline weapons, such as 52 shot, splash, etc. While Hunty is a pretty big flex, they play a lot of different weapons, machines, splash, etc. They are also a very high level, top level European player. While Half a Gambit, of course, has the two Grisco Gambit members, Narco and Tweezle, which are stringer and frontline shooter players respectively. So at least there are some names we can recognize here, folks. And yeah, both teams are pretty set up. So I think we are definitely going to be seeing some very close matches here as we start out on Tower Control Inkblot. We saw this last set, and we're seeing these two teams come out with some interesting compositions, actually. What the Frick coming out with a ballpoint double shooter, slosher composition, while Half a Gambit looking for a double inkjet composition. Not something you see every day, and also what we're seeing is actually the revival of Tenetech Splattershot. Normally it's being outshined, it's being overshadowed by Neo Splattermatic right now, so it is nice to see these two teams try to use it again in this environment.
And you see What the Frick coming in, immediately getting 2 picks and immediately getting on the tower. So you see that they're very strong, very aggressive. Let's see how Half a Gambit is going to hold up against this. All the specials are coming out right now. The ballpoint has to push back quite a bit. And 2 picks again.
So definitely, What the Frick is doing a great job. This is pretty. Their fights are getting pretty scrappy though. Half a Gambit are getting some good picks. You see those ink jets coming out, getting some good picks to finally stop What the Frick's momentum. But it might just be enough as What the Frick just get some picks back, and Half a Gambit is left reeling. A lot of burst bombs, a lot of specials, but if you can't clean up the fight, it will all be for nothing. They will just jump back, and that's what we're seeing Half a Gambit dealing with, as What the Frick are just keeping up the pressure, not stopping for anything, charging their specials, inkjet, grab tank, and Half a Gambit are forced to back up, give up a lot of space, or get picked, like we just saw with Tweezle. And What the Frick's push is back up and running.
Yeah, it seems they're definitely not stopping here, and they're not getting enough picks up to get the things back. They're just so aggressive, and they're playing so well. The question is, can they hold back right now? Because as you can see already, What the Frick has had 3 down right now. So Half a Gambit maybe can make their comeback right now.
No, definitely, and that was all thanks to the Tenetech Splattershot on the side of Half a Gambit. They got a triple splat streak right there. Great job defending, and that is finally going to give Half a Gambit a bit of a foothold in mid, start charging their specials, start finding some space. The Inkjet does trade with the Tenetech Splattershot. I'm not sure if that was a good idea. 2 down to Half a Gambit. What the Frick have all their members up. This Splash is getting chased by the Slosher. They're not going to live here. And it is only the ballpoint coming back from spawn right now. And to defend against Half a Gambit, Slosher getting a lot of picks right now, cleaving the way for their team to start pushing forward. Yet again, Half a Gambit are just not getting a break here.
No, they are. What the frick? I keep getting confused about the name. They are pushing up very strongly, and it seems like they're back in the exact same position that we were in earlier.
No, yeah, for sure. But this T-Tech is coming out yet again, finally making a lot of space for their team, getting some picks here, and honestly, Half a Gambit really just need to start synchronizing these specials. They have 3 of them online. They have a Crab Tank, a triple Ink Strike, and an Inkjet, and a Crab Tank, sorry. But they use 2 of them at once and they don't get any picks. Actually, the Inkjet goes down. The T-Tech managed to get 1. The ball point on the side of What the Frick goes down, but that's 2 specials used. That's all 3 specials used on the side of Half a Gambit. That's going to be very difficult for them to actually keep their push going or even just start it at this point. What the Frick doing a great job of staying alive and punishing the specials, the lack of specials now from Half a Gambit. And man, What the Frick is just doing a great job of holding mid and staying strong against anything that Half a Gambit throw at them.
Yeah, for a moment, I definitely thought Half a Gambit had a moment to return. They got some good inking going on. Most of the map was yellow, but they were just not getting the good picks off, which made What the Frick being able to return so quickly to the battlefield and actually synchronizing all their specials together, getting all the kills, and moving on yet again.
No, for sure. And honestly, no. Right now, we're just seeing both teams playing a very aggressive neutral game. It's not really. I mean, aside from some slight pushes from on the side of What the Frick, both teams are just honestly struggling to make something happen. But honestly, just trades are coming out. It's just being 3-3, 2-2, etc. Neither team getting a clear advantage here. And honestly, that just comes out in the favor of What the Frick, since they have a very comfortable lead. Trades and stalling will only benefit them, so it's on Half a Gambit to make something happen and actually start making some plays here if they want to get some points on the board.
Yeah, and as we are over less than half a minute left with the big lead coming in from What the Frick and still being in their base, I don't see this ending well for Half a Gambit, or they have to make a really big surprising push right now.
This is not quite enough. The Crab Tank on tower is going to seal it, and What the Frick is going to be taking game 1 against Half a Gambit. But honestly, props to Half a Gambit. All they really struggled with was actually pushing strong into What the Frick's actual base and platform. But aside from that, they were doing a great job of defending. But again, it's just What the Frick was doing a great job of keeping up the pressure for a long time, and eventually Half a Gambit just broke.
Yeah, the lead at the beginning was just too much and they couldn't push back. Maybe they are gonna do a bit better in splat zones. You know, every team has their favorite map and mode, of course, and the one that they all dislike. So maybe tower control was just it for them, and we're gonna see some more interesting and better plays in splat zones coming up right now.
No, for sure. And actually, this is actually something that we covered in the last match. I think on the side of What the Frick, we are most likely going to be seeing very little composition changes, especially since they have a ballpoint, they have a slosher, both of which are very good weapons to play here. While Half a Gambit may start looking for some answers to What the Frick's aggressive composition, they're really struggling to deal with how much consistent frontline, midline, and backline pressure What the Frick is being able to cover. They are just covering all their bases. Half a Gambit struggling to make something happen, and I think that's definitely going to cause some composition changes from Half a Gambit if they want to stand a chance against What the Frick.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna have to look at making some changes if they want to counterpick, and if What the Frick is not changing anything, they have that opportunity to do so now. But of course, it is still a mystery as to What the Frick is even gonna play.
No, for sure. And actually, coming back to the map mode composition, to the map mode combo, sorry. I think Half a Gambit might have a slight advantage here, since we did see them with the double Inkjet, which is rapid deco and ballpoint splatling, both of which are not only good main weapons to have on this stage, but also Inkjet is a very strong special here. All the ledges, all the different angles to move up to the bunker area. It's definitely a great map for Inkjet. So I think Half a Gambit might have a good shot here if they are able to get some consistent picks and pressure off of those Inkjets.
And as we can see, both teams are almost ready. We are just waiting on the last few negotiations on what exactly they're gonna play. And just as I said that, it seems they're right about done. We're gonna switch right into the match, Splat Zones.
Yeah, finally moving in here. We're going to be seeing what these two teams come out with. Half a Gambit sticking with their try-to-true comp. Maybe they want to give it another shot. While what the frick, actually switching it up. That's not what I expected. Coming out with Yaru's signature 52 gal with Hunty moving on to the Neo Splash-O-Matic. This is what I was talking about. You know, what the frick just decided to move away from the Tenatech and move on to the Neo Splash-O-Matic. This is what I was talking about. Neo Splash is definitely proving itself to be a lot better in the support role than Tenatech. Look at one of the members of Half a Gambit trying to run away, but it's not quite enough. What the frick? Get a very early advantage state here, and you look for good spots to defend and get some points on the board.
I must say that was a very valiant effort. They really tried their best over here, but just with the player advantage, it was not quite possible to get there. And right now, What the Freak is really pushing. They're really being really aggressive, getting into the opponent's base and everything. So they have to watch all sides. The entire map, I must say, mostly looks blue. So we're gonna see if they can be good enough to get the picks off, color the map, and of course, splash the zones.
No, that Inkjet coming out from Half a Gambit didn't get the value it needed. It had a lot of opportunities to get some picks, but it just wasn't enough. This is what you need. If you're Half a Gambit, you need to be playing off the killing pressure that double Inkjet provides. But honestly, again, this Tenatech splatter shot just getting pick after pick, leaving some space through the blue ink. Narco looking for a pick on the ballpoint, Splatling not able to get it. But honestly, this might just be enough. They managed to flip the zone and give What the Frick some penalty. And so even though Half a Gambit is struggling to actually get some sustained control on the zone right now, it might just be enough since they just bought them a little bit of time and kept the knockout at bay a little bit longer.
And as you can currently see, there are 3 down on What the Frick. So this is Half a Gambit's moment to make the return. They are holding the zone. Now they just have to get the picks off and keep holding this, of course.
For sure, but regardless, wow, What the Frick is doing is just coming at them from all angles, just covering all different entrance routes. But finally, one of the Inkjets on the side of Half a Gambit gets a pick. That is crucial. What the Frick is not going to have those triple ink strikes or that paint that they need from the Splash-O-Matic. Points are ticking down right now. Half a Gambit doing a great job, but their splash goes down. That's a crucial pick coming out from Yaru. I mean, there's still time left on the clock if they lose this fight, but this trade of ink strikes is going to determine whether Half a Gambit is able to hold on. They do. What the Frick is trying to flip the zone. They get a pick on the Rapid Deco. 2 down to the side of What the Frick. Actually, Half a Gambit just barely managing to hold on, and no penalty. Strike up onto Half a Gambit. They're slowly coming into the lead, 26-25. It's very possible they might get the lead here, and they do. And now the pressure is on What the Frick to make something happen. Points are ticking down. This is knockout territory. It's 2 down the side of What the Frick, and I think that is game. Half a Gambit coming out strong. We see the crowd cheering out there for Half a Gambit's valiant comeback here, finally taking the knockout against What the Frick and setting us to a 1-1 game 3.
This was a very exciting game. There was definitely a moment where I thought, What the Frick was gonna return and make the comeback. But Half a Gambit was just a little bit stronger, able to hold it, and that was such an excellent play. From almost 100 to 0. Nicely done.
And here we have our crowd cam. Very, very happy audience we have right now seeing Grisco Gambit's comeback there with the knockout. We heard the cheer all the way from the commentator booth. And man, the crowd went wild with that one.
Can we get some more cheers going? Are you guys excited for the last match?
There it is. Yeah, everyone's excited for this, for the game 3 in this exciting best of 3 set. These two teams are very, very evenly matched, and it's all going to boil down to this Rainmaker Flounder Heights. Definitely not something you see a lot nowadays. It's a lot of times it's just replaced with some more popular Rainmaker maps, but honestly, this could definitely prove to be a very spicy map since these teams probably don't have that much experience with it outside of maybe some prior scrims a few days earlier. And yeah, this map is definitely very volatile. You know, Rainmaker already makes pushes very dangerous, makes counter pushes very dangerous. But the fact that it's on Flounder Heights, a map that is already proven to be so chaotic, bringing back some of that Splatoon 1 nostalgia. That's going to be very dangerous for these two teams. Very volatile, very difficult to actually keep everything under control for a long time, which a lot of times you need in Rainmaker if you're not able to get that knockout.
And just as you say that, we are jumping right into the mode. I'm very curious to see if Half a Gambit is gonna stay with the same comp or if they're gonna make some changes, because this is the match point.
Oh yeah, finally. Yeah, like she said, it is match point right now. Half a Gambit versus What the Frick. And actually, we're seeing no change on the side of Half a Gambit. They're very confident in their composition. Well, What the Frick coming out, Sloshy switching off of the Vanilla Slosher to move on to Tri-Slosher Nouveau. Very standard pick here. It is a very good weapon on this map. That tactical is especially great for Rainmaker. And honestly, I'm actually surprised Hunty switched back onto the 10-attack Splatter Shot. I expected them to stick with the Neo Splash-O-Matic, but I think they were just comfortable on the 10-attack Splash Shot for a little bit more aggression to give to their composition. 1 down on the side of Half a Gambit, 2 down. What the Frick, getting a very early lead. 3 down. They're going to go for the bottom left checkpoint. Leah dunking it. And that is a delayed wipe for Half a Gambit. Tactical coming out. What the Frick, not wasting any time. Pushing them extremely aggressively. Leah trying to stay alive through hell right now. So many things getting thrown at them, but that is going to be a lead of all the way to 20, and it might even continue as Half a Gambit get wiped yet again. What the Frick are not letting up a lead all the way to 3. Half a Gambit finally managing to at least stop it for now, but that's 3 down. That's a wipe.
That
and
was incredibly
Half a Gambit.
short. Okay.
This is what I was talking about. This is so volatile. What the Frick? Just doing a marvelous push right there and managing to dunk it all the way and taking that game 3 in their favor. That is going to be 2-1 in favor of What the Frick.
Yeah, congratulations to What the Frick. I honestly did not expect the match to go this fast, especially after Half a Gambit's win in the last match. Yes, they felt very comfortable with their matchup. They showed that it worked for them, but What the Frick definitely knows how to deal with it now, and they showed us.
No, for sure. What the Frick did a great job on that last map, and Half a Gambit, even though they managed to get the knockout on Splat Zones, no, yeah, it was What the Frick brought it back with a very decisive knockout here, and honestly, congrats to them. They managed to take the set.
Yes, definitely. Congratulations. After this, we're going to take a small break while we wait for the next teams to get ready.